Less than 2 miles south of the United States Capitol, welcome to Nationals Park. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. And on the hill, the big righty, Jake Irvin. What do you have on him?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
All right, ready to go here. Here's Francisco Lindor. Here's a 1-1. Late on that fastball.
Well, just threw that fastball by and elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Irvin checks over to first, and he's back. Winker with a homer in his last game. Here's Jesse Winker. Lindor on the move. Pitch misses. Throw, save. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Lindor zipping around third. He scores and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, it was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Here's Juan Soto. The 1-1. That one fouled off. That one misses, and it's 2-2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Careful. Squirts away a little bit. Runner at first with no outs here. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Got him. Larry Fuller brings him up.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
And now it's Mark Vientos. High fly ball, right field. Young makes the grab, and there are 2 outs.
Batting fifth, first baseman Pete.
Here's a Mets lineup now. At the bottom of the lineup, a guy trying to turn things around. Jose Siri.
Well, he had only 1 home run last month, which doesn't cut it for a guy hitting in the middle of the order. They need him to hit the ball over the fence. We all know he's got that kind of pop in his bat to turn it around, but he just needs to put together some better, more consistent at-bats.
Here's Pete Alonso. Here comes a pitch. Ground ball up the middle. They get the force, and the inning is over. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Kodai Senga. How about a report on him, Chris?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And there's one away.
Batting second. Right
and
fielder,
now Jacob Young. The 1-1. And he drops it down the third baseline. Got him. And there's two away.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
2 outs, base is empty. Up now for Washington, Eric Olson.
One strike.
Just missed.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Three and two. The pitch is outside, and ball 4.
Now, this is a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. The shortstop takes the ball.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Olson off of first with 2 away. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Nationals lead 1, and it remains 1-0. Back here in Nationals Park. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. In the air, right field. Young on the move. He's got it. And there's one down.
Batting 7, left fielder Brandon Nimmo.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. One down, base is empty.
That's a ball.
And a swing and a miss. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
But Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes he'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Outside with a breaking ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That's hard hit on the line. 2 away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Jeff McNeil stands in. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through.
Batting ninth, center fielder Jose.
And now
Siri.
it's Jose Siri. That missed by a lot, and that's ball 2. Two outs. Fouls one off. 2-2.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
That's off the mark, and that's ball 3.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Bounce to the left side. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Boog, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Back to the top of the lineup, Francisco Lindor will hit next. 2 on, 2 outs. Now it gets away from Ruiz. And the runners will move up.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Two outs, 2 in scoring position. And a swing and a miss there. Next pitch is outside. Jesse Winker up next for the Mets. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's Luis Garcia.
Second baseman, Luis Garcia.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Lindor on to first. And quickly one away in the second.
Batting sixth, first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And that one fouled off.
Hook him.
1 out, base is empty. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there.
Seven.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Runner on at first with one gone. James Wood digging in for the Nationals. In the air, left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two down.
Batting 8th, third baseman, Paul DeYoung.
Now the third baseman, Paul DeYoung. Next offering is fouled back. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Tying run is at first as we play game one of this 4-game series. Inside, and the count's full. Keibert Ruiz in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. 1 hit, 1 left. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Mets 1 and the Nationals nothing. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Just missing there. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground. The throw to first, and 1 away in the top of the third.
Now batting right fielder, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto now. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. One down, base is empty. In the air, left side. Wood sizes this one up. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting third baseman, Mark Vientos.
And stepping in for New York, Mark Vientos. 2 outs, base is empty. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. Well, with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mets 1 and the Nationals nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Catcher, Keibert Ruiz.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Well, in the box, he's seen that movie before. It wasn't a good movie either. He knew how it was going to end right from the beginning.
And that drops in for a strike. Ruiz aboard here at first with nobody out. Stays alive. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Nimmo running hard to get it. Brings it in, and there's one down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jacob Young.
Jacob Young now at the plate. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Way high. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And it gets down for a base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down.
Now batting, number 2.
Eric Olson digging in for the Nationals. Line drive caught.
Man, he really turned on that one. Absolutely ripped it
Up
towards
next
third.
for the
But quick
Nationals,
cat-like reflexes down there at the hot corner to bring it down.
Abrams.
Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, C.J. Abrams.
This at-bat might not seem like a huge deal right now, but baseball is a game of moments, and what happens here could change everything.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Siri squeezes it, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. 3 innings complete. It's the Mets 1 and the Nationals nothing. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Pete Alonso. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, that's that slope right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now batting, catcher,
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Next offering is in for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically, he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Mets go down quickly, but they still lead it 1-0. Back in Washington, D.C., bottom of the inning. And now up for Washington, Luis Garcia. The other way. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. It's amazing to me that he was able to put the barrel on that one. I mean, that pitch was pretty well outside, but great extension and bat control through the zone allowed him to drive it the other way. That was pretty impressive.
One ball.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. Nobody out. Runner at first. Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling. And you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called 3rd strike.
James Wood digging in for the Nationals. Throw over to first. And he dives back in safely. Just missed. Close, but call the ball. They're now 3-1.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 3-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Garcia leads off first with 1 away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Next to hit, Paul DeYoung. Foul ball there. Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that one is lifted in the air. Soto gets under it and makes the grab, and that ends the inning. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Mets 1 and the Nationals nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Second baseman Jeff McNeil.
There's a strike. Moving in the bullpen, Orlando Rivalta up and throwing. Ferrer, a left-hander, also throwing. Just off the inside corner. It's 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Jose Siri digs in now. One down, base is empty. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. Man at first, one away. Double play ball to second. Off balance feed. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Now, Jesse Winker. 2 outs. Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
And there's a ball. 1 strike. Juan Soto waiting to hit for the Mets. And there's a base hit to left. Doesn't stop. Heads for home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And now it's Juan Soto. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Nationals pen. Jake Irvin done for the night, and he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back. Now on the mound for the Nationals, Orlando Revolta.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season, so we'll see if that factors in.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. The 1-1. And that one is inside.
2-1.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
2 on, 2 outs. On the ground, right side, Garcia sends it to first. They limit the damage here. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and it's 2-zip. And now the catcher comes up to him, Keibert Ruiz.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
And that's a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. A.J. Minter, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Buto, the right-hander, also getting loose. The 1-2. That's inside. That one ripped. Going back. Reaching for it. Makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
So the lineup flips over. Dylan Cruz, the next to hit. Way out front for strike 2.
1-2.
And now 2-2. That one missed. Here's a tapper towards short. Lindor throws to first in time.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jacob Young.
So digging in, Jacob Young. Two down, nobody on. Up and in, and it's 2-1.
1 strike.
Swinging a foul straight back.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
The Mets up by 2, last half of inning number 5. And down on strikes. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. And the Nationals gone in order. And they're down 2-0. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next pitch is downstairs. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Derek Law up and loosening in the pen. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Gassed it right by him.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Bases empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next pitch off the plate, and the count's even at 2. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Off the mark there, and a count 2-1.
2-1.
Just missed. That one out to right. Young on his way over. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
Just missed. Jose Siri up next for the Mets. Alvarez stands at second with 2 gone. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting, center fielder, Jose
So up
Siri.
next, Jose Siri. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Late with the swing there. First and second, 2 down. That just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 2 left on. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Mets 2 and the Nationals nothing. A.J. Minter taking over on the mound.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Here's a big power threat, Eric Olson. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
I'll just look at the back of my bubblegum card.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. His 9th homer of the year, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
Next to hit for the Nats, Luis Garcia. Strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one missing inside.
Okay.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. That one lifted to left. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Nationals.
And now the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe.
Lowe.
2 outs. Check swing, called strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one drifts inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss, and that is that. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show.
Going, yeah, we in go mode.
Never going slow-mo.
Going, we in go.
On the mound now, Jose A. Ferrer.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Jose Ferrer.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
Shortstop Francisco Lindor.
Pitch misses there, and it's 3-2. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And now the Mets DH, Jesse Winker. Lindor on at first, nobody out. Right through there for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Here goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Safe at second with a stolen base. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game.
Soto.
Now it's the right fielder, Juan Soto. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
1 out and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. To the right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Mark Vientos.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jose A. Ferrer won't go any further tonight, and he leaves a runner at third, so we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back.
Now pitching for
Pitching
the
change
Nationals.
here, Derek Law.
Number 58.
Oh, he's having an excellent season so far. ERA's under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. This one in the dirt. Well done behind the dish. 2 outs with a runner at third. Pitch misses, and now 3-1. Pete Alonso waiting to hit for the Mets. That's ripped into the outfield. And that's the third out. Mets lead 1. They lead it 2-1.
Now pitching for
the Mets with a new arm on the mound, Danny Young.
Number 81.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Well, 1-run game. Now here is James Wood.
Left fielder, James Wood.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting the call. He probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Now the third baseman, Paul DeYoung. Looking to get the tying run on base. Now a pop up on the infield. Alonso under it. And it's caught for the out.
Up next for the Nationals, catcher Keibert Ruiz.
Now here is Keibert Ruiz.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
And that's down and away. Action in the Mets bullpen. Dedniel Nunez appears to be getting loose. Buto warming up as well. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field.
Now batting.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Danny Young is done, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Dedniel Nunez on a pitch out of the pen here.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's going to be Dylan Cruz. And the slider just misses.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving to a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
Check swing, and he went. And now it's 3-2.
Right now they're looking for something, hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Cut on and lifted in the air. That is the inning. So 1 left for Washington, and our score remains 2-1. On to pitch now for the Nationals, Colin Poche.
Now pitching for the Nationals, number 41, Colin Poche.
Well, 1-run game, and here's the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Going to count 1-2. Action in the pen down there. Kyle Finnegan looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. And the polar bear strikes out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. That one a little bit high. 2-1. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
One down, base is empty. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Out of here. So he blasts one out the other way. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 3-1.
A fastball might be the most satisfying pitch to hit a home run, and he did it with the pitch outside the zone. Impressive. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. Next offering is fouled back. And they'll do it again. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
To the right side. A dive. Nice stop. To his knee. The throw. It's there. And that's a great play.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play. Dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond at first.
2 down, base is empty. And now here's Jeff McNeil. And Poche ready to work. Fastball for a strike. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
1-2 here. Got him swinging. The Mets add 1 to their lead on this solo shot. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Jose Butto into the game. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days.
Butto.
Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals.
Washington. Right fielder, Jacob Young.
And now 2-1.
You know, these Nationals, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
3-1.
Popped up, McNeil. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting number 2.
So digging in, Eric Olson. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Fouled off. He was late.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
That one not close. And the count is even 2-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a cold ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
The shortstop takes the ball. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Nationals go quietly, and they still trail it here 3-1.
Now pitching for
So
the
they turn to their closer, number 62.
Eduardo Salazar.
Stepping in, Jose Siri. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that can steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Yeah, he's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Flashes the leather on the running catch. 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Slider misses outside. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
And that skips into dirt. Gets a piece and stays alive. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes.
Now batting, designated
Jesse
hitter,
Winker up now for the Mets. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
So a man aboard. Juan Soto getting ready to hit. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's downstairs and outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Garcia has a beat on it. And that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Mets 3 and the Nats 1. Edwin Diaz comes on trying to close it out.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball. We see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Digging in, Luis Garcia. Swings and misses. 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Now batting, the first
He's
baseman,
2 outs away. And now the
Lowe.
first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe. The Mets leading by 2. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it.
Gets dirty. Fires to first. Got him. Nice play.
Just love watching this guy do everything. Swing the bat and make great defensive plays just like that. Remember, he won the Platinum Glove in 2016. You know this guy's the real deal defensively.
Last chance for the Nats in this one. James Wood digging in for the Nationals. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Siri going back on it. And what a play. Ball game.
These players know they have a long series ahead of them, but they come out, establish, and set the tone in the first game of the series. Very important to get that. Put you in the driver's seat to win game 2, and then push yourself to a series win, if not a sweep.
And your final 3-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
And when I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay cut. Be looking at you from the face down. One even room with the bass down. Skimming, and let me tell you about my life. Only put me in the twilight. We're pretty Benjamin is the highlight. I tell my mama I love her, but this what I like. Lord knows, 20 of them in my Chevy. Tell them all to come and get me.
baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. Dinger alert, Singy. This guy's gone yard more than anyone in the league so far.
Yeah, Boog, I've had this one marked on my calendar all week. He changes games with one swing. Seriously, though, why do they keep pitching to him? It's just a launching pad.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And today on the hill, Mike Soroka.
Yeah, I want to see how he handles left-handed hitters in this lineup today, because coming in, lefties are batting over 300 on the year against him. So he's going to have to figure something out to get inside, keep them from getting their arms extended, and then once conscious of the inside pitch, be able to go with something away and finish them off.
Inside corner, that's a strike. It's 2-2. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
That one outside. And now it's 3-2. Right side. And it goes just foul. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, brings it in. One away. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. Hoping for a good showing in this one from their cleanup hitter, Mark Vientos.
Well, one area of his game that he's really looking to improve on is how he's hitting on the road. It's pretty much been a struggle for him all season, and sometimes there's just not a good explanation. Maybe the hotel beds aren't comfortable. Maybe the food on the road's not good. I don't know what it is, but he's got to figure it out. He's got to figure out a way to get his mind focused when he steps in the box, that it's all about doing damage.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Kicks and deals. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter. It just can eat you up, saw you off. I'll tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2 out, space is empty. That's outside. 3-1 now. And he walked him.
That's outside. Ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Batting fourth, third baseman.
So 2
Mark
down.
Vientos.
Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Mark Vientos. Next pitch is inside, and it's 2-1.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Two outs. In the air, right side. Young makes the grab, and that'll do it. Mets strand 1, and now the Nats get their first opportunity. There's no score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Nationals Park. And starting in this one, Sean Manaea. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Right through there for a strike.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
That misses the zone. Ball 2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. On the ground to the left, Vientos. To first, 1 up, 1 down. Tuesday Martinez lineup for the Nationals. And perhaps part of the game plan is to get into the bullpen as early as possible. They're facing a staff that's blown a lot of games in the later innings.
Boog and his hitters, you're aware of that, but you don't want to become too relaxed and wait too late in the ball game because you never know what could happen on any given day. But with that said, even if you fall behind early, you've got a lot of confidence that this game will not be over until that final out.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 1 out, base is empty. That's a walk. Went with another changeup but missed the spot.
Batting third, center fielder.
Up now for Washington, Eric Olson. Breaking ball misses down and away.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boog.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expand a little bit with 2 strikes.
Here's C.J. Abrams now. First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. Pitch misses. Ball 3.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Struck him out looking. Nationals leave 1. We played an inning. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Pete Alonso.
First baseman, Pete Alonso.
The other way, and he beats the shift, and it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Here's the catcher to hit, Francisco Alvarez. Alvarez matched a homer in his last game. On the ground, could be 2. Rosario 1. On the low. It's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. That one misses in the dirt. No score here in the second.
Ball, that's it.
And a big swing and a miss.
3-2.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
3-2. Draws the walk there.
Take your base.
Well, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Popped up. Rosario makes the catch, and that is that. Mets lead one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Nathaniel Lowe.
Nathaniel Lowe.
Here's a 1-1. Ground ball right side. Alonso tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
96, left fielder, James Wood.
James Wood will hit next. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next one misses. 2-2. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson to some boot, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more. His timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now here is Dylan Cruz. Gets down, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Batting 8th, third baseman.
Now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Here's a 2-1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And that's outside. 3-2 down.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Here comes a 3-2. Stays alive.
Yep.
2 outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So 1 hit is all they get. We play 2 full. No score.
Don't know just how I'm doing. The silence go to broke cause they know for talking fluent. Got them under the influence, the truest of talking to them. But if on your ego, bumping them out, music on it. Hey, y'all ain't ready. Hey,
all set for the start of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Jose Siri.
That's what great kids can do right there and get away with it.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one missing low.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Not close with that one. And now it's filled up 3-2. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
So the batting order turns over. Now it's the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Fastball for a strike. Just misses. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
It's harder than to that.
Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. Runner at first with no outs here. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. When you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Here's Jesse Winker. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throws. Save. That's a stolen base.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
In the dirt, but kept close. Siri leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Soroka throw over, and he dives back in safely. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Here's Juan Soto. And now 2 balls and a strike. Top of the 3rd, no score. Next offering is fouled back. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That ball's carrying. And gone! His 4th home run of the season. And they jump out front. It's 2-0.
You almost feel bad for the baseball when Juan Soto hits it. His swing is so powerful. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Mark Vientos. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball. Though Chris, through the early stages, He hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Just missed the inside corner. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
And there's a ball. Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
He just hasn't had great command of his pitches in this one. Definitely more walks than you'd like to see.
Man at first. So up next for New York, Pete Alonso. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing play.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back in Washington, D.C. as we go to the last of the 3rd. And now, Keibert Ruiz. That one fouled off, 2-2.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating, that's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. That one missed. Line drive and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And here is Jacob Young. Rosario, the base runner at first with 1 out. Outside, and it's 2-2.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Snap throw to first. Rosario dives back in.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky. He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
2-2 now. Rosario runs. Ball outside. Throw to second. Out.
Wow, what an incredible throw right there. And he might not have had time to get to his feet and catch that runner. That's an incredible display of arm strength.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. In the air, left field, down the line, and a foul ball.
5 foul balls in this at-bat so far, and these two are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
And that gets down for a base hit. So he battled through a long at-bat and earned himself a hit.
When you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up, and right there we see the result.
Eric Olson now at the plate. Now snap throw to first. Young back on a dive. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And it remains 2-2. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. On to inning number 4. It's the Mets 2 and the Nationals nothing. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the 4th, DJ Hurts.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Ripped on the ground a second. And a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Mets, left fielder Brandon Nimmo.
And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. Upstairs. The Nationals have some action going in the pen. Orlando Ribalta looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. And downstairs. Next offering in there for a strike. Now 3-2.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
On the ground. And that one handled. Throws to first. 2 up, 2 down. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Late swing, foul to the left. And that's in the dirt.
2-2 to count.
Next offering upstairs. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Runner at first with 2 away. Jose Siri digs in now. That's a little bit low. The 2-2. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Mets 2 and the Nationals nothing. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Griffin Canning.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals.
Shortstop, C.J. Abrams.
Check swing, no appeal.
Well, these Nats, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to...
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Safe at first as they can't make the throw.
First baseman,
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. On the ground, right side. Down the line, and it's foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And now it's even up.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. And a pop-up. Right side. Foul territory. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, James Wood.
So up next, James Wood. Just off the inside edge. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Nimmo makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. So now here's the DH, Dylan Cruz.
Designated hitter, Dylan Cruz.
2 outs. Upstairs. Now 3-1. Paul DeYoung in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can't forget it. He'll circle the bases. Home run number 5 on the season, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-2.
That's exactly what this crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch. that high fastball, but look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Here's the third baseman, Paul DeYoung. 2 down, nobody on. Just missed. Swings through that one.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
And that misses. And now 3-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout. One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
That's down and in. The 2-1. And that's too high.
1 strike.
Ahmed Rosario in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. This one in the air. Lindor drops into the glove, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the batter now, Francisco Lindor. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good eye in that spot.
2-2 count.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And there's 1 down.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
The 1-1 is fouled off. This one in the air, right field. Young snags it for the 2nd out.
Now batting, right fielder.
So digging in, Juan Soto. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 5th. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Now batting, third baseman, Mark Vientos.
Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Pulls it in on the run. And that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 5th coming up. We are tied 2-2. Back here in Nationals Park, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now here's the Nationals leadoff man, Ahmed Rosario. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And now up for Washington, Jacob Young. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Inside, almost got him. Lined into right. He's there. He's got it. And that will end the inning. Nothing doing for Washington. Score remains 2-2. Top of the 6th inning, and stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Activity in the Washington bullpen. Kyle Finnegan looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Poche getting cranked up as well. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. 3-1. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And that's fouled off. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. Next offering upstairs. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Abrams tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing across here this half. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4-5-6 coming up. We are tied 2-2. Well, we go bottom 6. Leading off, C.J. Abrams. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Nathaniel Lowe digging in for the Nationals. And a swing and a miss. Activity in the bullpen. Dedniel Nunez getting loose out there. Young also throwing. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
For the Nationals, left fielder, James Wood.
James Wood digging in for the Nationals. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a two-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Canning checks the runner, and he's back in easily. Next offering is downstairs. Wood leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Runner on the go. Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. What a play. Inning over. So 1 left for Washington, and this game is still tied at 2-2.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Nationals.
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
67.
Kyle Finnegan.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Here's the second
Leading off
baseman,
for
Jeff
the Mets.
McNeil.
Second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
First strikeout for him in this one, and that splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Grounded to Lowe. And he handles it himself for the out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an
Now
excellent
batting,
pace.
shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Two outs. Uh-oh, that got him. And the potential winning run is aboard.
Now
That
batting,
pitch right there didn't even
designated
sniff
hitter,
the zone.
Jesse
He was
Winker.
all out of whack on that delivery.
So now here's the Mets DH, Jesse Winker. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Mets strand 1. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2.
Now Now pitching for
We're
the
back
New
in a
York
new
Mets.
pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Number
seventh.
72.
Daniel Nunez.
Daniel Nunez.
And now
Leading
Paul
off for the
DeYoung.
Nationals, third baseman, Paul DeYoung.
Outside low. 2-1.
You know, these Nationals, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
And now it's filled up.
Full count.
Ripped to short. Gets it to first. And one away in the bottom of the seventh.
Now batting, catcher, Gaber Ruiz.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. And a swing and a line drive into right field. Soto hauls it in, 2 away.
Great swing of the bat right there. Trying to get
Now
on as that
batting,
go-ahead
second
run. He
baseman,
just wasn't able to find a hole.
Rosario.
Ahmed Rosario digging in for the Nationals. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Colin Poche.
Now pitching
Bringing
for
in the lefty with the
Nationals,
left-handed hitter coming up to hit.
Number
Classic
41.
bullpen move right here, so
Colin
we'll see how it works out.
Poche.
So digging in, Juan Soto. And that's down and away. Pitch misses, and now 3 balls and a strike.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. The Nationals have some action going in the pen. A right-hander appears to be getting loose. Good job to fight that one off. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And Poche ready to work. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some
Now
good
back at
patience
third
in this
baseman,
one. It's the
Mark
second time he's
Vientos.
taken ball 4.
Substitution made at
first
first.
for the Mets.
Coming in as the pinch runner, Tyrone
Number
Taylor.
15,
Mark
Tyrone
Vientos,
Taylor.
the next to hit.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Throws to first in time. First out in the top of the 8th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there.
Yeah,
The job was to
first
move the
baseman,
runner up and
Pete
give your
Alonso.
team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
And that one fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. That's out to center field. Abrams. He's got it. 2 away down.
Up next for the Mets, catcher Francisco Alvarez.
And now it's going to be Francisco Alvarez.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Two down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Heading for the plate. Here's the throw. Save. In comes the run from second. 3-2. They take the lead.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Nationals pen. Colin Poche done for the day, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
New
the
arm out of the
Nationals.
bullpen, Jose A.
Number
Ferrer.
47.
Just trying to keep this one
Jose
close here, and this is where a
Ferrer.
bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Two outs, runner on first. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 1-2. Two outs. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll fall for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Here's a 1-1. And fouled off.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
First and second, 2 down. And we're in the top of the 8th. Fights it off. He'll see another. On to Rosario. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back after this on the show. Now into the game, Tyrone Taylor. He takes over in right.
Now pitching for
Taking
the New
over
York
on the
Mets.
mound for the Mets, Danny
Number
Young.
81.
These are the spots
Danny
relievers
Young.
really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading
Well,
off for
1-run game.
Washington.
Up now for
Right
Washington,
fielder,
Jacob
Young.
Young. In the air, right field. McNeil in pursuit. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Now, that's a
Now
tough play
batting,
for the
number
infielder,
2.
ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Pitch misses there. Now 2-2. Movement in the bullpen. Edwin Diaz preparing to come on if needed. One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. And 2 away now. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. And that's outside.
1 strike.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Holding on to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. High in the air, out to right. Taylor. He's got it, and that'll end the inning.
Now pitching for
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Orlando Ribalta, on for his 20th appearance of the year. And stepping in for New York, Jose Siri.
Center fielder Jose Siri.
And that one fouled off. That one in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Goes down looking.
Ooh, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
Shortstop Francisco Lindor.
Here's Francisco Lindor.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
Up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. Throws from his knees. Not in time. He's safe.
Wow, he did everything he could on that play with the throw from his knee, but the hustle down the line was enough to earn him the infield knock, and that's a great baseball play all the way around.
1 down. And now the DH, Jesse Winker. And that one in the air center field. Olsen pulls it down. Out. Number 2.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder Tyrone Taylor.
And now Tyrone Taylor. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Lifted in the air, right field. Young makes the grab. And that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Mets 3 and the Nationals 2. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Edwin Diaz.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
And here's the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe.
So important to stay within yourself, especially for this hitter. Not known to be a power guy or a home run hitter. He needs to set the table by getting on with a walk or a base hit.
And it's strike two.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
And he grounds one to the right side. McNeil in plenty of time to first, and they get the leadoff man of the ninth.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's internal clock. He knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
He's 2 outs away. Now the left fielder, James Wood. Ball to strike. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Oh, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
One down, base is empty.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Luis Garcia looking for a 2-out spot with the bases empty. A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Base hit.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Making a move at first, pinch running here, Nasim Nunez. So 2 down, Paul DeYoung will hit next. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the ninth. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. One strike away. That missed by a lot. And the count now even up. Swing and a drive. Back there. On its way. Ball game. A 2-run homer. And the Nationals walk it off.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing in the bat, nice win for the team.
4-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shelby saying so long.
hate taking trips to the lab. Got my pen and pad, booking instrumentals and smash. Catch the bus regardless. Trying hard to be an artist, but my A&R be calling me out my zone into his office. Being cautious, he don't want my record to break. Asking me how I see my project.
don't want the red zone, 'cause I don't want the same.